This was the moment all hell broke loose at the Trump campaign rally. The former president and presumptive Republican nominee clutched his right ear, saw the blood and quickly dropped for cover behind the podium amid the crackling of gunfire. Secret Service agents rushing the stage to provide additional protection before Trump was escorted off stage into his waiting convoy, fist raised and mouthing the words, "Fight, fight." President Biden speaking late last night, hours after the attack, and again from the White House Sunday, flanked by the Vice President, Attorney General, and his Homeland Security Chief.
Place in America for this kind of violence, or any violence for that matter. An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation, everything. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America. And we cannot allow this to happen. Unity is the most elusive goal of all, but nothing is important than that right now, unity. We'll debate and we'll disagree. That's not going to change, but we're going to not lose sight of the fact who we are as Americans.
Biden also addressed the ongoing investigation.
The FBI is leading this investigation, which is still in its early stages. We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job and their partner agencies do their job. I'm instructed that this investigation be thorough and swift, and the investigators will have every resource they need to get this done. Look, as this investigation continues, here's what we're going to do. First, Mr. Trump, as a former president and nominee of the Republican Party, already receives a heightened level of security, and I've been consistent in my direction to the Secret Service to provide him with every resource, capability, and protective measure necessary to ensure his continued safety.
Taking to social media to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers, saying it was God alone who prevented the unthinkable from happening. He urged Americans to stand united, remain strong, and not allow evil to win. Members of Congress already call for a full account of what transpired as law enforcement investigations continue into whether this was a lapse in the protective detail and security apparatus around the former president.
On site with its other state and local partners will secure that crime scene. An investigation will take place. That investigation will be handed over to the FBI and any local and state officials that were involved in the process. And then that incident, that assassination attempt, or whatever we are calling it at this point, will be investigated by the FBI. The Secret Service will not investigate the situation. The Secret Service will now look at what happened and how that they can, again, develop and continue to enhance their protective methodologies to make sure that things like this do not happen in the future.
Using an AR-15 rifle synonymous with mass shootings in the USA was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, neutralized by the Secret Service while his motive remains unclear. Bomb-making materials also reportedly found in his vehicle parked nearby the rally.
He would sit alone at lunch. I mean, he was just an outcast, and you know how kids are nowadays, so they're going to see someone like that and they're going to target him because they think it's funny or whatever. So it's the best way I can describe it. And it's honestly kind of sad. Like, I don't want to say this is what provoked it, but you never know. I want to say he was a loner more because he was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much, so much.
Former President Trump vowed Sunday to press on with the Republican National Convention, which begins in Milwaukee, Wisconsin Monday, where Trump will be formally nominated. One of the attendees at the rally was killed by the gunfire, while an additional 2 people in attendance were critically injured in a moment that's likely to reshape the presidential race just over 3 months from Election Day. What is clear is that there will be many questions moving forward as this investigation seeks to establish the facts, particularly how anyone could, in this instance, a 20-year-old with a long gun, have the freedom to position themselves on a rooftop about 120 meters away from the presumptive Republican nominee and former president, and fire off as many rounds as he did. even drawing blood from one of the most protected individuals in these United States. Sherwin Bryce, please, SABC News, New York.